Experience tranquility.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Week 12 broadcast of the Overwatch Tranquility community. I am Vila, joined here by Kuna, and tonight we see a major matchup between Maelstrom and Vitamin C. Vitamin C 11-0 going into this, the only undefeated team left, taking on Maelstrom 10-1. Any big thoughts of yours, Kuna, coming into this matchup tonight?
Personally, I've been around. I'm really new to the community, but I've heard big things from Capital, so I'm hoping to see some big support play from him. But other than that, it should be a really close match. I'm excited to see both teams perform and how they do and what they run.
Absolutely. We were able to sit down and talk for a moment to both team captains, and a little bit of a difference in philosophy going in. You know, Sushi from Vitamin C, he made it clear that they believe Vitamin C right now is the best team until they're beaten by somebody, and they're looking at this match like it's really big. They want to keep that undefeated streak going, and they don't want to give up that crown to anybody else. While Maelstrom, they're a lot more, Triage showed a lot of humility in response, saying that, they have a lot of respect for pretty much all the teams, and they think that really any team inside the top 5, top 6 can really beat anybody else on any given day. And they're not really too worried about it. They've already clinched their spot. They don't have that undefeated streak to worry about. And to them, it's just another match. So what do you think, Kuna, about that difference in mentality and how it's going to affect them going into this game?
Personally, I think I like to have more of a serious mentality and try to prove myself as the best player there or the best team there. But also thinking about as more of a calm way, calm manner is always good because there will be less stress and you'll be less nervous during a match and overall just play better. But both perspectives are really good, and just hope to see which one will reign over the other.
Absolutely. It's safe to say Maelstrom are going to be feeling a little less pressure going into this again because they've already had that one, put on their loss column. But I think going into this, if there's any team that could add a 1 to Vitamin C's loss column, it is Maelstrom. They are a very well-coached, well-coordinated team. They're going to show up. They're going to play exactly what they're supposed to. They're going to execute, and that's just the kind of team they are. So do you think this game, Kuna, really does cement the best team in Harmony?
Well, considering both their win rates, it definitely should, and it definitely will be. Definitely will.
Yeah, there's a bit of an outlier, maybe some illusion people watching right now saying, hey, we're in that talk as well, but it's Vitamin C versus Maelstrom tonight, so we got to keep the conversation on that. But illusion, of course, a very big number 3, another championship contender going into the postseason. So we are going to be loading up our first map, which will be Lijiang Tower. This is week 12 maps going into this. And, Maelstrom, a lot of their comps are very creative. They like sim strats. They like to run Bastion Bunker. They like pharmacies sometimes, 2 or more of these at the same time. Do you think they're going to keep up this kind of creative playstyle going in, Kuna, or do you think they might change things up a little bit?
I mean, if they've been running all season, I don't see why they would change it up. And if it's clearly been working considering they're 10-1. But at the same time, it probably won't take Vitamin C by surprise considering that they've been running it all season. We'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty sure that even if it's the meta, it can still be disrupted by something crazy if it's unexpected.
Absolutely. Definitely going to expect some big brain play tonight coming out from both sides, considering Vitamin C just got themselves an official coach for the first time this season. And then we do so far on Night Market see Triage on that Symmetra Iconic on that Bastion. Expecting a lot of massive things to come out from that timer at 15 seconds. And then we look over at the side of Vitamin C. We see a very different kind of look coming out here, Kuna.
From Maelstrom's perspective, they are probably going to go for a teleport to point with the Bastion and kind of just set up at point. But Vitamin C is going to somewhat counter that and get more of a ranged point of view and keep them at range and keep them at bay with the pull hook combo and the Hanzo and Pharaoh spam.
Absolutely, here they come in. Pharah's already lining up shots with that damage boost from the Mercy. Here we see Maelstrom already getting on the point early. They're setting up that Bastion bunker. And one goes down already. It's going to be Squash on the side of Maelstrom. That's massive for Vitamin C. They're coming in the car rush, not finding much. They're trying to push up. Maelstrom getting aggressive. They don't want to let him back in. They want to get Squash back in this fight so early. The pull comes out on the Crispy. He's going to get back behind the shield. Not going to go down from that. Nova taking out Crispy with the main tank going down from Maelstrom. The Immortality Field comes out. Is it going to be able to keep them alive? The kill's still coming in from Vitamin C. One going in the favor of Maelstrom, but it's just not going to be enough for Akuna. And it's going to be Vitamin C who should win this, but it's going to be Maelstrom who do cap the point first. But at any time, it's going to be Vitamin C coming back in, flipping the point in their favor.
That was a bit of a questionable bat wall there by Crossfade. Really late into the fight, already down 3. But what should become the next fight is that Maelstrom's gonna have to completely rework their team comp because the characters are running. Bastion isn't able to get back on this type of map, and they're gonna have 0 ults. But as Nova has his barrage here, he should be able to just sit above their entrance and just barrage down on them. But he's also gonna have to keep in mind that Sig left shift, the Sig rock, and the Sig shield.
Absolutely. Now we're going back in. The damage coming in from Vitamin C is just massive. The pull comes in onto Mountain Fall. He's going to go down. Crispy jumps down. Looking a little bit disjointed right now. The Coalescence comes out from Sushi. They want to get aggressive here on the side of Vitamin C. Pushing hard into Maelstrom. The pull comes in. Trying to find these kills. They're just not coming through. Now Novermac is going to find one on the Squash head. Maelstrom are getting so disjointed here in this fight. They have the Ash up on the high ground with Triage. It's just not working though. And Vitamin C, they're going to repel them back.
Huge fight there from Vitamin C. Only having to use 1 ult in that fight, even after 1 pick. Only having to use the Coalescence, leaving them with Dragon, Barrage, and Valk, and even a Risol.
And look at
so here, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go for the Barrage here first. And if not Barrage, they could be looking for a pull Hanzo combo.
They definitely have the ult economy to try to extend this for a few more fights if they layer it well. The Barrage is going to be the major ultimate coming into this. The Dragon Strike going to come in. Not going to find much with that so far, but as I say, that Squash Head goes down. It's the second or third time he's been picked, but Triage finally gets that kill on the Nova. That pesky Pharah, been in the sky the entire time, finally gets taken out, and now it's going to be Maelstrom. They're getting aggressive. They're trying to go in off the back of that Sigma shield, and the kill off Crispy on the Capital. Vitamin C trying to hold on here. The Sigma ult comes in from the side of Maelstrom, slamming him down. The kills are going back and forth. Sushi gets the kill on the Triage. Just coming back and forth. Maelstrom, they're trying to hold this as long as they possibly can. They're going to come on here and they are going to swap the point.
That fight was really good on Vitamin C. They're only having to use 1 ultimate that whole fight, with remaining keeping the ult economy up, and Maelstrom had to use multiple ults there. I believe wasted the Nano and Bongo in a fight that was already won because of the Pharaoh pick.
Definitely
pretty much coming up.
Definitely
Vitamin C has the ult advantage here, so they'll be able to come in with ults and take advantage here.
Yeah, we see Triage playing off to the side. He's going to go ahead and skedaddle back to the point with his teammates. They're trying to set up that Orisa bunker kind of composition. And we're going to see how Vitamin C come in with these ultimates to be able to take this point back. They have just about everything at their disposal. But we're going to see Squashhead. He does have that sound barrier. The barrage comes in. It's played perfectly by Maelstrom. Gets shooted off by Mountainfall, and Triage will take him down. Maelstrom looks like they're going to be able to hold control of this point here. But the ultimates are coming in for Vitamin C. They're going to try to use so much here. They want to try to get it back after they invested the barrage. But Maelstrom, they're not giving up an inch. They have their heels dug into this point. But Shamanzi gets 2 using the Dragon Strike. Another coming, he's going to find a 3rd. Vitamin C coming onto this point. So aggressive, finds a 4th. Shamanzi gets 5. A full 6k for Shamanzi. For Vitamin C coming back onto this, they will swap the point.
Insane fight there for Vitamin C. Tremanzi coming in clutch and using the Dragon on an off angle and then continuing to pursue that off angle and get multiple kills off of it. Both ult economies are pretty much reset except for the side of Maelstrom with that Nano Bongo and Sigil, but looking like they'll be able to get a contest here and pretty much looking like the fight's over there.
Yeah, Vitamin C are not going to let this one fall. Off the late game heroics from Shamanzi on that Hanzo. Looks like they were dead in the water after Maelstrom countered that barrage perfectly, but they're able to swing the fight back off the hero plays from him. And a really big first round from Vitamin C. They showed they know how to play against, that sort of cheeky Maelstrom composition with the Symmetra and the Bastion. Force them off of it immediately. And so what do you think about Maelstrom and their attempts at trying to swap over to Vitamin C and what their comp was.
I feel like Maelstrom had the right idea of trying to get a hit scan to counter that Pharah, because Pharah was putting so much pressure on them, but it ended up not working at the end of the day. And as a hit scan player myself, I find it really hard to counter Pharah on that map on Ashe or Widow, but I prefer McCree at the end of the day. Maelstrom's going for another dive comp, which looks like they're gonna go through white and try to get a dive straight onto the bunker comp that Vitamin C is running right in the white, so there should be a head-on conflict here, white.
Yeah, this is big because Maelstrom, they've already got in so quick, but Shamanzi off the hook, coming from nowhere, Mac. They're already going to be able to get a kill. And now this slow, lumbering composition with the Orisa and the Roadhog trying to get onto the point. They are down their main tank. Are they going to be able to stall long enough, poking and prodding on the different sides of the point to be able to get their main tank back? The health bars are not looking so good on the side of Maelstrom, and Triage goes down to the hands of Capital of all people. Shamanzi and Sushi following up some kills of their own. The dive is still trying to come in from Maelstrom, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get much. Just a lot of tickle damage coming in. As Vitamin C, with this more bunker-heavy comp, they've already cemented themselves on the point, and now we're going to see if Maelstrom decide to change things up here a little bit, Kuna.
Yeah, Maelstrom's definitely gonna have to try to change some stuff up here, because with Winston here, just goes in, he just instantly gets hooked by Roadhog and grinded down. They're gonna be going for the Ryan Zara here, and a huge pick by Triage to start the fight. Maelstrom should be coming in with an advantage of players here, but also have to play it slow because of the huge pull combo that could win them the fight.
Yeah, we see Vitamin C. They're going to have to hold off around with Capital being down, of course, and Mercy not being able to res herself. And now it's going to be this responding Orisa comp on the side of Maelstrom trying to push in. And now we see Triage setting up on the flank of Vitamin C trying to get some kills, but Shamanzi takes him down immediately. He is absolutely showing up crazy tonight here on this first map. And we see the coalescence coming from Sushi. They want to get aggressive off of this. The kills are coming in from Vitamin C. And even though there was a very promising first start from Triage on the pick on the Capital, it will be Vitamin C who hold the point.
Again, that's just huge play by Shamanzi. They're taking off the off angle from Triage, not letting him get picks on his backline. Going in that fight, they had a pick, but they didn't have that many ults, and both teams didn't use many ults either. So this fight, I'm pretty sure Vitamin C should be going for the pull dragon combo here in White Room. If they go Right Room, this is a free like 5k for Shamanzi here.
We'll see if they can execute it coming in. Nowhere Mac, he already gets that take a breather forced out of him. There goes the Dragon Flag coming in. Gets two once again. And that's already going to be Maelstrom having to back up, just as you predicted here. Very good engagement.
Again, Maelstrom's just going in. They continue to go in White Room. I feel like here they should have tried to at least keep with a dive comp, but swapped off the Winston because Winston's lack of mobility after the jump. But again, they're going to probably just try to go white.
Now we see them finally trying to switch things up. They're going over bridge side. We'll see if Nova can get a boop off of the map onto the steam. Not going to be able to find it so far. Trying to contest him in the air is not ball. The barrage coming in gets one, but will give his life for it. But it's going to be Crispy going down, and it's going to be so difficult for Maelstrom to try to come in here and take this point away at 99 without their main tank. And the kills are still coming in here from Vitamin C, and it looks like they are going to hold this, and they will take this first point and win map 1 2-0.
Huge map from Vitamin C here. Just outplaying Maelstrom in every aspect, outspacing them, sticking together, and just even with ult economy, using better ults than him and using the ults at the right time.
Yeah, it definitely seems like so far, Maelstrom, they're getting forced off of those comfort picks that they want to stay on. They're not being allowed, to run those kind of wacky compositions, and they have not so far adjusted very well. They like to get teams to play into their hands with that Bastion, with that Sim, with that Pharmacy. And Vitamin C, they're flipping the table, and they're making Maelstrom play into their hands, Kuna.
Indeed, Vitamin C is just, like I said, just dominating this game so far. We'll see what Maelstrom can do with their wacky comps and try to make a comeback here in the next map. But as of now, it looks like the meta's just beating all this off-meta random jumbo.
Yeah, we said earlier that Vitamin C just got an official coach coming in, that is Pyro. How big do you think that is going into this matchup?
I mean, I know Pyro's a friend. I've played with him, and he's been a good buddy of mine since I've joined the community, and he's a really smart player. If I know him, he has taught these players the best of the meta and how to run the best things against the team comps they're running.
Yeah, and we are going to be going into our second map here momentarily. Team swaps coming in. If you are unfamiliar to the rules of the Tranquility community, every player present must play 2 maps to ensure equal playing time among the teams. And so going into Hanamura, it's going to be very interesting to see what Maelstrom decide to do, because they love to play that Bastion bunker up defending point A. But seeing how poorly it went for them, do you think they're maybe going to try something different, or are they going to stick to their guns and go for it again and see if they have better luck this time?
If it was me and if I was on Maelstrom, I would just stick to what we usually run. We've been running it all season, and they've been working clearly because they're 10-1. We'll see what they can do, but if it's not going to work, they're going to have to switch up early. They're going to have to try to run meta of their own.
Absolutely. We see Squash being subbed out on that support position. Crossfade being subbed out as well on the side of Maelstrom. Vitamin C does not look like they have any other players tonight. It will be that starting 6. And you got to also wonder if having that consistency with the same players every map, that energy feeding off of one another, not having to sit maps out and kind of come in back and forth and playing these team comps where, people aren't being subbed in left and right, mixing up that kind of team dynamic. That's got to be a big factor going in for Vitamin C.
It plays a huge factor. Vitamin C should, right off the bat, because of the lack of subs and lack of different players they have to play with in different team compositions, like different duos, they just have the chemistry factor in there, and they're able to just be used to each other's playstyles more as Maelstrom was.
Absolutely, Kuna. There's got to be nothing more frustrating as a player than, coming in off a map that you won and you're all hyped up, and then suddenly you get swapped out for another person who wasn't playing. You're like, come on, man, I'm doing well. I want to keep playing. Keep me in, coach.
Like, personally, I've never been on a team with any other subs. I've always been in action 24/7, but I could see the benefits to it in case somebody's not having a good day, like maybe somebody's Hanzo just isn't hitting shots. They could swap in somebody that's feeling really hot on Hanzo that day, or feeling really hot on any character.
Yeah, well, we can't all be as lucky as you, Kuna, and be able to just, play every map whenever we want to, but we're going to see this defensive look coming out from the side of Vitamin C. They have the Bastion Bunker, it looks like. They're going to basically run Maelstrom zone kind of comp against them. They're running Pharmacy and Bastion Bunker. This is a Maelstrom comp that I've ever seen. And then Maelstrom, they're sticking to their guns just like you predicted. They are going to be running the Sim and the Bastion, unless I'm getting debated like I did on our last broadcast. I would like to not have that happen 2 times in a row. But some very interesting positioning choice coming in from Vitamin C here, Kuna. What do you think of this?
I think it's a very weird position. Usually you hold high ground or you hold right on point with this Bastion comp, but it makes a lot of sense considering you have a Pharah. You can get that off angle on the Bastion and Pharah, just putting pressure on them from both sides. But Maelstrom's going to try to TP up high ground here and just shoot right behind them.
And now it's big. They already have the high ground going in, but it's not going to matter. The immortality field comes down, but it's not going to save the life of Crispy. And now it's going to be Maelstrom. They're just holding up here. The Sigma trying to negate as much damage as possible. They're going to be able to move in, but they're going to be without their main tank going on to this point here, Kuna. And now they're trying to hold up. They're going to see if they can maybe try to teleport Crispy back into the fight. That would be my guess anyway, because otherwise, how is this big lumbering hero like Crispy going to be able to get back? And they are going to teleport him in.
If I was Maelstrom here, I'd either try to reset or just try to get a pick. They either have to play for a pick here or get out. Right now what they're doing is feeding, just getting no space out of it.
And they are dying here right now. A big time investment too. Already 1 minute off the clock. Chimanzi going to find 2. Continuing his strong performance off of Lijiang Tower. Showing he's not done yet. Showing it he can do more on heroes that aren't Hanzo. And it will be Maelstrom resetting going into their second push.
In my opinion here, I think Maelstrom's just have to swap off. Try to swap off something faster. Try to swap off to like a Rein Zari and try to charge and deal with that Bastion. They're either going to have to try to get a hit scan here and deal with that Pharah, or go right for the Bastion and ignore the Pharah. But right now they're taking too much poke from that Pharah and too much damage up front from the Bastion. This comp just isn't going to work for them here. But you'll see them swap to the Widow. Widow should be able to do with the Pharah, while the rest of the team is able to charge onto the Bastion with Reaper.
Absolutely, still a lot of ground to traverse for Maelstrom. It's going to be very difficult for them to get there, especially not with the Sim teleporter that they love to run so many of their comps. We see them up there trying to go to the top left. Chimanzi and Nova raining in so much damage, though. They're going to stop Reach dead in his tracks on that Baptiste. And now they're not going to have the immortality field going. There's a Nova finds 3. Nova Mac picks up the 4th, and it's going to be Maelstrom once again being repelled on their second push. And it's going to be 2 minutes down here on the clock here, Kuna.
Again, Vitamin C with a huge ult economy, with almost 6 ults here. They definitely should come to win this next fight. Basically, Maelstrom has to get a team comp with big ults here and try to win this fight within the next minute and 40 seconds. Other than that, Maelstrom needs to swap off one of the supports to Lucio, which they just did. Lucio should give them momentum to just be able to speed right past him the point, but they have to watch out for the Arista pull, because the Arista pull would stop one of them and stop their push in a second.
We see the tank configuration coming out from Bastion with that Amp Matrix from the Baptiste Nova. Already going to find 1 onto Reach. A lot of ults being popped here from Vitamin C. Maelstrom trying to get set up here on the point. They're not quite at a tick yet, and it's going to be Vitamin C slowly but surely just dismantling Maelstrom one at a time. Coming in here, Maelstrom, they got their heels dug in, but it's not going to matter. Vitamin C pushing them off once again, and they used 3 ults there. Tuna, what are your thoughts on that?
At this point, Maelstrom, they have the Sigma ult. They basically what they should go for here, they should try to bait out that Capital, bait out Capital's Immor here. If they bait out Capital's Immor in time, they have a free Sigil and a bunch of damage going into him, and Vitamin C has no answer to the Sigil without Immor. Right now, they at the side of Maelstrom, they only have Sigil and they're getting close to Cole. They could try to go for some sort of Sigil combo with Cole.
They stopped onto the main. This is an interesting choice. It was going so well at first. They walled off the Bastion. They went straight to point, but Nova with the barrage saying, surprise, I am right behind you and I'm here to kill your supports. And now this is a hopeless endeavor on the side of Maelstrom. Another very clean engagement coming out from Vitamin C.
I would say Maelstrom could try to take this fight or even win the fight with the Sigil here, but on the side of, they have no answer to the Vitamin C Sigil. They have no beat yet. They just swapped to Lucio, and the only answer they have is Cole, and that doesn't do that much help, especially with a Bastion and Pharah just spamming from above.
And look at this, Kuna. Reach went to that Lucio with about almost 2 minutes left, and is only at 20% on that sound barrier. And now the ultimate's going to come in right away. Crispy going down. It's going to be so difficult for them to get this without their main tank. The Coalescence coming in. They're trying to keep him alive, but the healing is just not there. The damage is just not there. And the first point take will not be there for Maelstrom, as Vitamin C will hold him off, and we'll get the full hold coming in here on Hanamura. Not even a single tick given up.
Yeah, another huge performance from Chimanzi on the Bastion here this time. Again, at the end of the day, Vitamin C is just running the better team comp, running the more meta team comp, so they're able to take the victory full hold them here on Hanamura. We'll see if Maelstrom can try to run some crazy comp like they usually do and try to just catch them off guard. At this point, it seems like Vitamin C has it all handled and is basically just in the mind of Maelstrom and knows what they're running and knows how to counter it perfectly. That could be the help of their new coach, Pyro, but it could also be experience and the 10 plus weeks they've had to see what Maelstrom likes to run.
Absolutely. Maelstrom have not been doing a whole lot different in their time here in Shank. They've been kind of sticking to a lot of the wacky stuff with the Bastion once again. And they've been kind of running that pretty consistently. So definitely enough time for Vitamin C to be able to scout. We know this team does a very good job scouting. They put in that work and they put in that time, outside of the lobby where they're playing to be able to learn a lot about their opponent. And that work has definitely been showing off here tonight. And so we see Chimanzi, he's been having a great day. The team has been playing around him so well. And we see they're going to try some sim of their own on attack here. What do you make of this here, Tuna?
This is a pretty sturdy comp for Hanamura here. They try to TP on point and try to TP behind them and pressure them off the point. If Maelstrom isn't holding directly on the point, this team comp should work perfectly. If they TP straight to the point and pressure them and force them back on the point, they should be able to get picks here. But it looks like Maelstrom will be holding the Bastion on point and holding Pharah top right or top left for the off angle and to put in the damage onto them.
Yeah, very intelligent move here from Maelstrom. They normally like to hold on that high ground, but they see the dire strengths they were in. So they're going to be holding on point. And this is the Maelstrom special coming right out. The Bastion Bunker combined with the defensive pharmacy. And now let's see how Vitamin C are going to approach it. I really want to see this TP spot that's going to come out from Chimanzi. Already taking down the half HP, but he's not going to go down that easily. They're trying to kill that pharmacy. They know if they can do that. It's pretty much all wrapped up. The pull coming in, some damage coming in on the side of Maelstrom, but they're not going to find anything with that. And now Vitamin C, the TP comes in. They go to the left-hand side of point. They're pushing in. They've already got their heels dug in. They're trying to take down that Bastion Bunker on the side of Maelstrom. The Sigma going in, trying to suck up as much damage as we can. They force out the Immortality Field coming out from Reach. The Mountain Fall will find a pick. The kills coming back and forth. Maelstrom are getting the better end of it so far. Iconic finds 2 off the back of Maelstrom. They still have that Bastion set up. The healing coming in so strong on the side of Reach. And it looks like Maelstrom are going to be able to hold this. But Vitamin C, they're not dead yet. They're coming in. But it does look like they are trying to get out with their lives, but it's not going to work. Iconic going to take down Nowhere Mac on his way out. And it's going to be back to the drawing board for Vitamin C.
If Vitamin C is able to regroup fast enough, Maelstrom is down their Bastion because of the 2 picks Vitamin C got. Mercy can't res 2 people anymore.
Dark days for the game.
No more 6-man res hiding behind a wall.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch for that barrage coming out on the side of Iconic with Maelstrom. They're going to use the same spot. The Sushi's going to go down immediately. Iconic and Maelstrom, they are completely on it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And now they're going to go in and they're going to completely clean up these kills. And really in the fight before it even started here, Kuna.
Yeah, right now, Vitamin C is just kind of rushing in and putting no pressure whatsoever on their Pharah, on Maelstrom's Pharah, just kind of leaving him in the open, leaving Iconic just giving him free space, free spam, and giving him free ult charge. If they keep on trying to go for this teleport to the right stuff, it's just not going to work. Pharah's just going to spam it out every single time with that damage boosted Mercy.
Yeah, just to show it coming out here from the side of Surfy, they're going to switch, and they are going to go off of that Sim. Shamanzi will be going onto the Hanzo that he popped off so hard on Lijiang Tower. Can he get another hero play coming in? And that's a Storm Arrow to try to break down that shield. Not going to find anything with that one. They're going up to the high ground, a very different strategy. The boot comes in from Iconic, not going to be able to displace anybody. Going inside of that Mega Room. Let's see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeve here. They're going to go around the back side. Very interesting idea to try to de-seat this Bastion. The ultimate comes in from Iconic. It's shut down immediately by Shamanzi. And then the responding Valkyrie will come in from Nagisa. And then the Coalescence comes in trying to get anti-Mercy with that Coalescence. And now they're going to be pushing in. And now it's panic time for Maelstrom. They're trying to reset. They're trying to get the rotation down. The Immortality Field will come in. Is it going to be able to keep them alive? It goes down. And Vitamin C, can they finally de-seat this Bastion composition? And now they're coming in. The kill's still coming in from Maelstrom, though, despite the promising start. But no Mac on the hero play finds 2 off of that Sigma Flux. The rest coming in from Nagisa will pay for it with their life. Mac finds another. And Vitamin C, they are brawling this one out. It's a dirty fight. It's a close fight. It is messy. But Vitamin C are getting the better end of it. But they're going to have to take down this Pharah in the sky. Iconic destined the point, and Capital will get the job done. The anti-Pharah Lucio will help clean up this point, and Vitamin C will secure map number 2.
At the end of the day, it was just a huge sigil to turn the tide of the fight. It was looking really close considering both teams had sigils and both teams used sigils with no counter to both. Maelstrom having no BAP more and Vitamin C having no Lucio B, but just at the end of the day, Vitamin C's sigil just did more. It just had more damage, had more effect, and it happened later in the fight.
And once again, we see it was Shamanzi opening that fight up. You know, the ultimate came in from the side of Iconic on that Pharah and just got completely shut down. But that's going to be it for our first half. We're going to take our halftime. We will see you after the break. Half, wrapping up week 12 for the Overwatch Tranquility community. This is our Harmony feature match between Maelstrom and Vitamin C. If you missed the first half, Vitamin C took the first half in pretty, well, dominant fashion, being entirely honest. But Maelstrom, you know, no strangers to close games. A lot of their wins to their 10-1 record were 3-2s, 2-1s, very close games. So, Kuna, I want to ask you, coming out from both teams, who was your MVP on both sides in the first half?
I mean, definitely on the side of Vitamin C was Shamanzi. Shamanzi just coming out with the big plays, making huge, like taking names and just fragging people on Hanzo. And for Maelstrom, I think it was more of a combined effort of their tank line. Their tank line was setting up a lot of stuff and taking a lot of space.
Yeah, the rotation seemed really solid, but we are going to be moving on to Eichenwald, our third map here in the map pool, seeing if Vitamin C can clinch this series early or if Maelstrom can bring it back and start the reverse sweep. So we are just getting started, seeing what these two teams are going to be running. It's going to be a little more difficult for Maelstrom on this side if they're defending to run that more wacky kind of comp setup, but it will be them attacking first. And any kind of bold predictions here, Kuna?
On defense, I'm definitely expecting Bastion Pharmacy. And as you see, we will be getting Bastion Pharmacy. That's a pretty typical team comp brand on Eichenwald. It's very dominant, takes a lot of space, and the Pharah just gets to play around the huge tower in the middle of all of that.
Yeah, and on the side of Maelstrom, we see a responding Pharmacy, so that'll be interesting. The first time we see that tonight. And, I also just want to say, I believe you're 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 on predictions now. So let's show some love to Kuna on color casting, everybody. But it's going to be Maelstrom attacking first. They're going to be running that Sombra and the Pharah unless they decide to swap. So they will also be running that with the Orisa and the Hog. What are your thoughts here with the DPS compared to... now that I say that, it's going to be the Reaper.
I was going to say, weird pick from the Sombra there.
Yeah, so definitely two tanks without, either DPS to be able to play with them. They'd be playing off, off angles and kind of more independently. And now we're seeing Shamanzi set up on this Bastion behind the Orisa shield. The pool going to come in, seeing they can get an early pick. I'm not going to find much with that. Fortunately for Mountain Ball, he does have that take a breather ability that will keep him safe. And now it's going to be Maelstrom just kind of poking and prodding, seeing what they can do, trying to find a way around this Bastion setup.
Maelstrom's just gonna have to try to get past them, try to run the point here. But Maelstrom doesn't have a Lucio because of the pharmacy, so I don't know how they're really gonna do it without taking so much damage or even losing somebody
Triage
too.
comes in on the flank, and Nowhere Max says, "No, sir, you can get out of here." Comes in with the rock immediately, forces Triage back at just a sliver of HP, and now it's going to be really difficult for Maelstrom to try to come in here, and I don't think they're going to try to do it right now. They're just getting themselves holed up. They're going to try to get their health back up, but they get a big pick right there onto Nova by the Roadhog of all people, and now it's going to be Vitamin C playing at the back of the point. They have rotated over to that backside, and they're going to be trying to set up. It's going to be the Pharmacy from Iconic, just raining in damage. Already at 70% on that barrage. We see the Shadow Step from Reaper coming in, attacking that Bastion head on. They're creating a multi-pronged attack here, trying to go at that Bastion from multiple angles, and they are going to be able to get him. Crispy will feel the final blow, and now we see Triage being taken down on the side of Vitamin C, and they're going to get the res here at the same time. Vitamin C might be able to bring this back. Responding reses come out, neither of which are being punished. And now we see both teams once again just trying to get themselves set up. The Immortality Field will come out on the side of Vitamin C, trying to get that rotation down pat, trying to stop these heroes like Triage and Iconic from being able to come on the backside. The Hog will come out from Mountain Fall, trying to push them away, but Vitamin C, the kills are coming in their favor, and after an incredibly long attack, taking up almost half their time bank, they don't find much with that Kuna.
Just a huge res coming around from the side of Sushi, just completely turning the tide of the fight. It was getting really close to whether they were going to touch and be able to contest or not.
Yeah, we see they were able to get almost that way, 96.9 on the side of Maelstrom, but they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Looks like no swaps will be coming out, excuse me. But they will have that barrage coming in. This is going to be their only ultimate, but they are going to be building up to more soon. Meanwhile, Vitamin C, they're going to have a couple ultimates at their disposal. They're going to have 4 coming online soon, but Nova once again goes down early. Can Sushi get the res off in time to stop Maelstrom? No, they're going to collapse on it. They're going to force Sushi back. No res coming out from the side of Vitamin C. They're going to be down there far, and that is so much damage and so much misdirection down from their side. And Maelstrom are now setting up on the point. They have taken the space. They have forced the rotation. The tank ultimate coming out from the side of Shamanzi going in, but he doesn't know who to fire at. There's so much damage coming from multiple angles, and now the kills are continuing to come in. The Death Blossom coming out finds 4 from Triage, and that will be Maelstrom taking point A.
Huge ult there from Triage, just winning the fight overall. It was a really close fight until Triage just came in there and pressed Q and just roll all of them. Here I'm expecting to see, I was hoping to see a Bastion out of Maelstrom and just kind of sit on the cart of Bastion, but at the end of the day, that really didn't happen. Maelstrom sticking with their, it's not necessarily an off-meta comp, but it's off-meta for Eichenwald. A very weird comp.
Certainly, but we see a lot of patience coming in there to take that point. Definitely what Maelstrom needed to be able to go in there and get that point away from Vitamin C, but they get a big pick there. Vitamin C are going to try to come in. They're going to take a very aggressive push here. They get the hook on the Triage, but not able to secure the kill, but Nova secures one onto Nagisa. And then the Slave comes in onto Shamanzi. The kills are coming back in the favor of Maelstrom. Big hook from Nowhere Max, but Triage gets a nano boost. He's going to be able to take down Nowhere Max despite being hooked. And Maelstrom, they're going to have to invest a little bit when it comes to their ult economy, but they're going to be able to stop this aggressive push on the side of Vitamin C, and they're going to be able to push the card a little bit further into the street space.
Again, right now, Maelstrom is just winning the tank battle completely. Triage's Reaper is just putting so much pressure on the side of Vitamin C, just giving him 0 space and keeping him in a chokehold. Not letting them push up whatsoever.
Yeah, the benefit of Vitamin C there is that because they were able to take a fight so early, they're going to be able to buy themselves another fight because they stopped the payload so long just coming out of that choke. And now they're coming in, they're already trying to get set back up. They're going to be defending the bridge here. Can they get across to be able to stop this payload before they get across? It's a pharmacy battle. The big hook coming out from Nowhere Mac, just not able to secure the kill onto Iconic. And we see a lot of spread out fighters here. We see the pharmacies up in the air. We see people off on the flanks. It's a very long range poking and prodding war. Nova coming in with the ultimate. Will take down Chrissy. Will pay with his life. And now we see Maelstrom coming in with that whole hog. Vitamin C Shamanzi getting another pick on that Hanzo, and it's just so back and forth right now between these teams. The cart is still moving on the side of Maelstrom. The Valkyrie coming in. Will it be enough for the healing? Nowhere Mac can't find anything with that hook. And now beautiful positioning with Shamanzi with that Dragon Strike, firing it right down the bridge. And now it looks like Vitamin C are going to be able to swing this fight back, even though Maelstrom, it looked like they had it dead to rights. And Vitamin C are going to be able to hold this on their defense.
That was just a greatly placed Dragon by Shamanzi though, just completely pressuring them off and splitting them off and just letting keeping Orisa with no spots to go whatsoever. This next fight, it should be looking like Maelstrom should be able to take it with that Reaper, but he's gonna have to keep in mind for that BAP Immort. That BAP Immort could just completely cancel his plans and just he could get shut out there because of the lack of damage.
Absolutely. We see Triage on the bottom side there. Maybe he was gonna go for a crazy Shadow Step. They're definitely looking to use this Death Blossom coming into this here fight. We see the Shadow Step right behind Vitamin C. Do they see it coming? Yes, Capital has tracked him down, and he's got the Wraith Form out of that one. Great field vision coming in from Vitamin C, not allowing that flank to happen. And Shamanzi keeping up this grade A performance, takes down Iconic, but the res will come in. It's so far in the back line to get that res for free. Responding hooks, neither of which are going to find anything. The boot comes in from the far, not going to find anything with that either. And Reach will find the pick onto Sushi. And now we see the Shadow Step with Triage coming down with the Death Blossom, but it's right into the eye field. But he still finds 3. And now it's going to be Maelstrom picking up point B off of that ultimate.
Again, just a huge Reaper roll from Triage there, winning Maelstrom the fight. Like, what happened on the first point there is just huge play. Even though the Immort came down, it was just enough damage to break the Immort with the Ferris spam and the Reaper roll to just win the fight.
Persistence. Went for the Shadow Step the first time onto the high ground, and, it got snuffed out by Capital and the side of Vitamin C. We see that perseverance coming in from Triage, deciding to take advantage of it. Going for it a second time and made it work that second time. And now we see them coming in. Vitamin C once again taking a very aggressive stance here, holding this corner around Iconwall. They do not want to let this go. The shield war being won very early on by Maelstrom, but now a second shield coming up from Vitamin C, trying to pull them around the side, but no follow-up there. There goes the Dragon Strike off of the pool. Novermac finds one to Triage. The Dragon Strike itself not finding anything, forcing Maelstrom back, and the Barrage should be able to clean up that fight. And now we see Vitamin C getting so aggressive, pushing into that Mega Room, forcing Maelstrom back, not going to allow any kills, not going to allow anyone to get back to that spawn, seemingly.
Yeah, that was a greatly placed Dragon. Just split Reaper off straight from the fight and just get an easy pick onto him. And just overall just split the whole team of Maelstrom. But here, it's looking like, again, Vitamin C has the ult advantage here in terms of damage. They could try to go for a BAP wall. I feel like a BAP wall Hoggle should work fine here, but they might have to end up using the Cole to keep healing up and keep tanks up.
The Wraith Form going to be forced out really early by Triage. Novermac has been doing such a great job of bracketing Triage on that Reaper, and now we see the responding Barrage coming out. The Nano Boost is not going to be able to save Iconic, but the kills are coming out from both sides. Novermac uses that Roadhog ultimate. Will he be able to secure the fight with it? They find much. Now comes out with that eye field from the Baptiste. Sushi will find a kill. And it looks like Maelstrom, they're not going to give this one up. They invest that supercharger on the side of Orisa, but the fight's still going so far back and forth.
It's a close fight here. Somebody's have to get a pick. Whatever team gets the first pick here would probably take the fight.
Yeah, Vitamin C, the spawn advantage just coming in so clutch in their favor, and Maelstrom are still committing to this. It's overtime. They've got to stay on the card. They don't have an option. And now we see another ultimate coming in. Triage, 3 for 3 on his ultimates with finding so much value. And now Maelstrom, off of the individual play from their DPS, both Triage and Iconic are going to be able to keep this card rolling, and that's an almost full team wipe for them, Tuna.
And huge Reaper roll from Triage. They're gonna, on the side of Vitamin C, they're going to have to do something to stop that. They're just letting them get in for free and get free Reaper roll every single time.
Absolutely. Are they going to be able to get this touch? It's just 1 meter away. And now we see Mountainfall coming in on that hammer, trying to push some people around. But Vitamin C coming out so quickly and already getting 3 kills in their favor. And it's going to be damn near impossible for Maelstrom to be able to hold this point. It's just a lonely Hammond all by himself. The hook from Novermac comes in, trying to slam, fighting for all of his life, but it will not be enough. Vitamin C hold Maelstrom just short of their attack.
Yeah, unfortunate for Maelstrom, they're having to swap the tank line around to try to go and contest. I feel like if they haven't had to swap the tank line, they would have been able to do better and be able to win the fight and probably push it even all the way.
Absolutely. When you don't have that tank front line to be able to go up, especially right there where the defending side, they just have that spawn advantage right back behind them, and you can't set up that front line and you can't stack the box with your tanks. It's always going to be really difficult to try to force that final fight and get there, and they just weren't able to do it. But still a very good push coming out from Maelstrom, getting almost all the way. That final point C take on Eichenwald, it's ever elusive. Some teams manage to get there, but more often than not, a lot of teams are stopped around where Maelstrom was stopped. But really showing a lot of life here. The first half was fairly one-sided in the favor of Vitamin C, but Maelstrom definitely showing a pulse here on Eichenwald.
Yeah, Maelstrom just showing that they're not going to take punches. They're not just going to take a punch back to their face. They're going to try to come back and try to run, and they're still running what they normally run. Running those crazy comps and just beating the meta, showing the rest of Discord and Harmony that the meta isn't set in stone. It can be beat at any time of the day.
Absolutely, showing a lot of perseverance here, really rising in the face of adversity, pushing back despite being pushed to the limit from Vitamin C so early on, showing why They are being considered a championship team right now in the stage, up there with Vitamin C and Illusion, not allowing themselves to be pushed around like you said. But what do you think of this comp coming out from Vitamin C on their attacking route?
Vitamin C, it's a really good team comp, in the meta right now. But their pharmacy is gonna have to watch out for that Ashe. As Ashe pocketed if she's not being pocketed. But an Ashe in general will be able to put a lot of pressure on Pharah and the rest of the team while Pharah is being pressured.
Vitamin C, they lose one so quick, and now they're in a very difficult spot. Triage continuing his big plays, trying to respond to Chimanzi, who's been popping off. Triage now doing the same thing here in the second half. He has been absolutely electric here on Eichenwald thus far on both the attack and the defense. And now we see Maelstrom trying to get aggressive. They don't want to let Vitamin C regroup. They're going to take down Surfy, and that's going to be Vitamin C being repelled on their first push.
Good picks by Vitamin C here, swapping off the pharmacy right away. Just clearly it's not going to work. But I wouldn't go to the Ashe here. I feel like McCree would put more pressure on the Pharah while able to just peel for himself, where Ashe doesn't have much peel other than the coach gun.
Absolutely, and then you also get that hard CC with the flashbang coming out from McCree, coming out on that attack. But they are going to be opting into the Ashe to mirror the long range effective triage on that Ashe, and they're going to the Doomfist as well. Coming in, and they're just having immediate success. They take down 3. They lose their main tank in the process. So can they win the rest of this cleanly? The ultimate comes in from Iconic on that far, but Nova shuts it down. The anti-air Doomfist. You don't see that every day. And it's going to be Vitamin C clinching point A.
That was just like a huge combo on the side of Vitamin C, going for the Ashe and pull combo, instantly just chopping them down and making them super low with the burn effect. As you see, Chimanzi's already 40% to ult off that one play.
Yeah, now we see Maelstrom setting up in a very predictable location. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Trying to hold this corner over on the street. We see Noermac getting really aggressive here, pushing up well beyond the limits of his team. Trying to get a lot of poke damage in here. We see the rest of his team following up. Kolos is coming in from the side of Sushi. They want to get aggressive. The big pick coming in from Chimanzi. Nova diving in on Doomfist will find the main tank, and the main support already being down from Maelstrom, but there's Bomb to the kill of their own, but Noermac finds 2, and Vitamin C, there's no way they lose this now. Even though Bob comes out from the side of Triage, it's not going to do anything. It's shielded off by Noermac. Good shield placement there, and they're going to continue to keep this point moving.
Yeah, I was gonna say, weird use of Bob. He'd probably be swapping off there, and he does swap to the McCree to have like more of a advantage against their farm, or more of an advantage against the Doomfist, and be able to stun him and kind of just peel for his team and peel for supports.
Absolutely. Moving into this final point, not as long a range. You want to be able to fight a little bit closer and also have that CC with the flashbang. Triage tried to pick really early onto Surfy. Very far from home on that one. Pushed up too far. Poor positioning by Surfy. Gets punished by the side of Maelstrom and Triage. But Vitamin C not giving up that early, but it's not going to be enough capital. Just dancing alone on the cart, trying to keep it moving, but he will get snuffed out, and Maelstrom will finally stop Vitamin C dead in their tracks, just short of point B.
That was just a prime example of, a little too cocky. He kind of played a little too aggro there. Even though it was a one fight, Maelstrom was able to regather and get together in time to just able to just take advantage of their Orisa that was out of position.
Yeah, now we see Vitamin C taking a little bit of a different angle. They're not going over the bridge. They're going to try to come up through the castle side. We see Nova all the way up on the high ground. Going to be going for a big pick and be trying to go with that seismic slam possibly, but he's just going to get out of there after scouting that pharmacy. And now Iconic so close to another big rock there by Noermac. Snipes far out of the air, but unfortunately they're just not going to be able to get a kill onto that one.
A huge rock there. It's really sad that he wasn't able to even get any finish off of on it though.
Now they're pushing in. They're going to have a lot of cover coming in the castle with the double shields, trying to aggress them slowly, pushing in pensively. Nova finds a big pick on the triage. That's CC down. The barrage from Iconic gets shut down immediately. No res for that one coming in from Nagisa, and they're just going to have to give this point up. But they were able to repel the payload so much. Can they get a second point? Can they get a second contest here? No. No, Vitamin C will take it.
Yeah, huge engage there from Nova, just opening up the fight with a pick right away and then just going in and finishing the rest of the team. Looks like Maelstrom would try to go for more of a passive, or more of an aggressive playstyle and try to get in their faces with the Rein, Zarya, Reaper, and Moira here.
Deadeye coming in, we'll find one, gets slept, but it's just not fast enough on the side of Reach, and Nova going back in on the Doomfist. His ability cycling has been so incredible. Just as I say that Mountain Fall will find the kill on him, they finally have found an answer maybe for that Doomfist, who has been terrorizing them on their attacking round thus far. And now we see both teams kind of at a standstill, poking and prodding around this corner. Maelstrom has swapped over to the Reinhardt, and now that is a massive ultimate coming out from nowhere. Matt gonna find one. The kills are coming in. The rest of Vitamin C are following up. Reach going really deep in the backfield on that Lucio, trying to disrupt the backfield of Vitamin C, but it's not going to work. He's going to get snuffed out and killed by Sushi. Nova coming back in on the Doomfist, punching one up into the air. Nova Mac will follow up on the kill on that. The Meteor Strike coming down. Not going to find much with that, but the punch will find Triage. Coming back on the Tracer is iconic, trying to do everything they can to stall this point because it's this or go home. They've almost lost this, and now it's going to be Vitamin C. The kills are still coming in their favor. The stall is so desperate coming in from Maelstrom, but is it going to be enough? It's just the Zarya.
Maelstrom's have to disrupt them with fast characters here to get this contest.
But the sound barrier will seal the deal for Vitamin C. Crispy charging back in on the Reinhardt. But the stagger, it's just not going to be enough. It's just a lowly Lucio now, and he will get taken down, and it will be Vitamin C who clinched the series 3-0.
Yeah, that was a huge play there on the side of Normac, just able to just put so much damage, and yet the team was flux there. It was just kind of sucked at the position they were stuck in with the Rein Zarya. I feel like if they had Sigarissa there, they would have been able to block off more of the damage and kind of have more of a stable hold and be able to hold them still there.
Absolutely, Kuna. And, you know, we've been talking a lot about Szymanski from Vitamin C, but we got to give a lot of credit to Nova. His Doomfist was absolutely horrifying to go against for Maelstrom. You know, so many big picks, cycling those abilities so well, you know, diving in, getting a kill, being able to get out safely. He absolutely popped off that game.
Yeah, he put so much pressure on the other tank line. Even when he was on Doomfist and on Pharmacy, he put so much pressure. He just got the picks he needed to, and he just got space and just got opening picks, and then continued to just terrorize the back line throughout the whole fight.
Yeah, fantastic effort from him and the team, just doing such a good job playing around these 2-star DPS players that they've been working around this game. And Maelstrom, you know, putting up a very significant fight that game. Definitely not going quietly into the night. Absolutely raging against Vitamin C. And we are going to be going into our fourth map here momentarily, which will be Rialto. Seeing if there are any swaps coming out from Maelstrom, and there will be. It should be Squash coming back in on support, and it will be Crossfade also coming back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on, especially going into this next map. Here on Rialto, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Bastion Pharmacy again. But we'll see if Maelstrom's usual like shenanigans of running off meta stuff will work against Vitamin C's normal meta and just meta strength.
Yeah, we see Maelstrom, they're going to be attacking first. Would not be too surprised if they try to run out with the attack Bastion. A lot of teams like to do that who don't run Bastion anywhere near as much as Maelstrom. So we'll see if they're going to be up to their old antics now that they know that the series itself is already lost. You know, there's, in a way, it can be almost relieving just knowing that you kind of have that luxury of just being able to play what you want at that point.
Yeah, we'll see if Maelstrom will be able to do anything with the shenanigans here, but I feel like, especially on a map like Rialto with the choke, it's not going to work out so much considering they'll be forced to go down and run one little choke here.
Yeah, lots of 90-degree angles, you know, and even in times where, you know, a lot of divey comps were popular, you would see so much Rein Zarya on this map just because of all those 90-degree angles. It's so close, it's so linear, and you got to be able to take those fights one-on-one, straight down the main alleys of damage, I guess you could call them. But so far, unless they decide to swap off, we do see Iconic currently on that Bastion, and we're going to see a responding Bastion coming out from Szymanski. They ran this to perfection on Hanamura, Vitamin C, defending with the Bastion bunker. Let's see if they can do the same thing this time.
Yeah, Triage starting here with the Widow, just predicting the Pharah from the side of Vitamin C. Hopefully he can get a pick, and if he gets that open pick, that opens up so much space for the side of Maelstrom.
Yeah, we're going to see responding Bastions come out. The eye field will go down early on the side of Maelstrom. Definitely not the way they wanted to start this fight. Maybe not anticipating going against another Bastion bunker. They break the shield, but they're going to put it right back up on the side of Vitamin C, holding strong on that first point. Nova will want to pick on the Triage, and that's big for them because now the Pharmacy can pretty much run uncontested. They don't have the Widowmaker to be able to take them down. And now we see the rotation coming out from Vitamin C. The question is, can they get this rotation cleanly? Sophie taking a fair amount of damage there, but they are going to be able to group back up. Nova finds another pick on the Crossfade, continuing that strong performance from Eichenwald. But now we see Maelstrom, some kills coming in on their favor. They force out the eye field, and despite that, they're able to find two on both the Pharmacy. They go down. It's just a center people with the Bastion bunker playing now. And Maelstrom, they're trying to be patient here, just like they did earlier. They're trying to get aggressive slowly but surely, trying to set up that lane of damage for their own Bastion to be able to come in and keep forcing Vitamin C back. The pull is coming in on both sides, not finding a whole lot. Just poking and prodding right now. The Pharmacy has come back on the side of Vitamin C, which is big for them. You know, Maelstrom, maybe a missed opportunity, a missed window, but no, the kills keep coming in. The tank configuration coming out from Shamanzi, but Mountainfall getting right in his face with Sigma, soaking up all that damage. Can they find anything to bring this fight back? Because Maelstrom, the fight's going their way right now. The kills are coming in, and Triage will kill Nova once again, but the res will come in onto Mountainfall. And Maelstrom looks like they're going to take this first fight.
Yeah, Vitamin C's gonna have to do something about Triage. Triage is just getting so much free space on this. Just taking those off angles and just picking the fair for free. Triage was able to respawn just in time to catch the Pharmacy off guard and win in the fight.
So this is a disaster for Vitamin C. They wanted to try to come in and get one more take, but they went in a little bit too scattered. Surfy went in first and was able to die, and then they invest the barrage and get two, but they still lose the point. That is devastating for Vitamin C.
Right now, Maelstrom's just gonna ride the train. They're just gonna get that Bastion on there and just set it up and just keep on going as long as they can. Like, I like the picks from here from Vitamin C, trying to go with the Doom Bastion, or the Doom Reaper to try to jump on top of that Bastion and frag him.
Yeah, we see that Inversight will come out from the Widowmaker. 15.5 seconds of wall hacks for them. Nova coming back out on that Doomfist. It worked to perfection the first time. Very good little rotation there on the side of Vitamin C, but it's not going to be enough. They've just gotten seated up on that cart. The tank configuration coming in from the Bastion on the side of Maelstrom. Responding to a couple of kills. The Eiffel coming out too. They're investing a lot of ultimates into this. Both teams are, even though Maelstrom, it looks like they have it won, but Novermac not giving up quite yet. He is raining in damage up on that high ground. Kill squash with that Sigma ultimate. But Maelstrom, they're able to get a few more kills, and now we have a couple people on Vitamin C trying to outlast them, just trying to keep it going. It's a messy fight coming in here, but Vitamin C, they're going to get back and they're going to try to hold it one more time before Maelstrom are going to be able to get to point B. Are they going to be able to come back in here?
Maelstrom here with a very long response probably won't be able to win the fight, but if they keep the field up long enough to keep that Bastion up, they should be able to get enough damage in.
And now they finally DC'd that Bastion. That is massive for Vitamin C. They're finally able to get him off of that cart. You know, this is the first time Maelstrom have been able to just play their game and play it how they wanted. And so it's no surprise they were able to get almost 2 points in with fairly minimal difficulty. But now they finally get switched off. They will be swapping to the Pharah instead of the Bastion.
That right there was a huge con of a Bastion comp there, is that once you're down at least 2 to 3 players, you're very mobile as Bastion. You're not able to move other than sitting on the cart and just sitting turret form shooting at people.
Absolutely. Pretty much once you're killed, you pretty much have to swap off of it, and I'm glad Maelstrom are not willing to, you know, ride that look all the way to the grave. Shamanzi getting caught out very early, gonna have to Wraith form away. We see Nova doing another rotation on that Doomfist, not being able to find anything on that one. And now we see Vitamin C setting up a good defensive position. Maelstrom trying to get a lot of ground here, being patient, trying to push into them. Triage being forced to Wraith out of that fight. Nova diving once again, just poking and prodding, trying to get at least some kill here. The I-field will be forced out on the side of Maelstrom. Nova going in, the I-field taken down. Surfy finds one. Will that be the big kill that allows Vitamin C to come in to win this fight? It looks like it will, as Nova finds another. Shamanzi finds another, and now it's just going to be Triage on that Reaper. He will be taken down, and Vitamin C will continue this impressive defensive stand.
I was gonna say, this should be a really hard fight for Vitamin C to win, considering they have Reaper Doom against Pharmacy. But at the end of the day, somehow Vitamin C was able to just counter out that Pharmacy and play around the corner and play out outside of the Pharmacy to get enough damage on the tank line and get the Orisa pick first.
Kuna, I think it really shows a good understanding from Vitamin C of how to play this comp. You know, they understand they don't have anything to go against the Pharmacy right now with what they have. So they're just barreling into the enemy team. They're just going in, fine, okay, you want to have the Pharmacy? We'll take the 6v4. We'll just barrel into the rest of the team so you don't get any value out of that Pharah. But now they're getting split. The boot came in from Iconic, and now Capital goes down. Suji trying to keep the fight alive. With that Coalescence, Nova finds 2, and Sophie will get another, but Vitamin C, it looks like they're already going to be able to hold this, even though they lost Reach so early.
Like you said there, Vitamin C was able to go in 6v4 and the rest of the team, while Pharmacy was distracted in the backline by Capital, and they were just able to just plow through. Nova was able to get 2 picks to start off the fight and just continue through the rest of the team, while Pharmacy was out of everywhere, not even nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, Vitamin C showing, a very good in-game IQ across the board with all of their players. And now we see Shimanzi set up on the flank. He's going to be going for a shaky Death Blossom here. Pops out, decides not to go for it. Going to go ahead and race back to his team. The Meteor Strike going to be popped by Nova. Landing in the backline, not finding anything without, but Shimanzi coming in on that Reaper, melting down that Orisa. The Barrage coming in from behind by Iconic finds two, but it gets shut down by Nowhere Mac. Very back and forth fight coming out here on the side of both of these teams. Heal comes in from Maelstrom on that Sigma, not finding anything with that one. The responding Death Blossom gets shut down immediately by Nowhere Mac. His Sigma play has been absolutely incredible. The rock throws have been everywhere they needed them to be. His ults have been massive. Nowhere Mac really popping off tonight.
Yeah, as you said, Nowhere Mac just having the game knowledge to just be able to save his left shift for so long, just wait for that barrage. Just wait and cancel out completely.
Now he's going to be using that ultimate in the show. Capital gets a boop kill on the crossfade. Nowhere Mac finds one, and then the sound barrier will clinch this defensive round for Vitamin C. It's just triage. He finds one, uses the Wraith form. It's going to get forced out, and Shimanzi will take out his counterpart on that Reaper. And now it's just the baby suit, the baby diva. Not going to find anything on that one. And Vitamin C will hold here, defending point B.
Yeah, the big difference there was just the knowledge of how to run the team comps. As even if Maelstrom was running the superior team comp and just with the pharmacy against Reaper Doom, Vitamin C just had a lot more knowledge, probably from that new pickup named Pyro W. Is just he has a lot of knowledge of the team and probably just nailed that into their team. That their team comp is about fast fights and going into the tanks and putting a lot of pressure on the tanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like both in Harmony and Discord tier, a lot of people aren't very quick to credit or even more so acknowledge a lot of the coaches for these teams who really work hard to try to get these people prepared for every game. And it looks like, Vitamin C, just their team scouting as well as bringing in an official coach has really worked wonders because they're playing against, arguably the strongest team they have faced so far. And not going to say they're making it look easy, as Maelstrom are putting up a very good fight. Absolutely what you would expect from, another top tier team in this community. But Vitamin C, they have looked so strong, not just mechanically, but again, just in terms of their game sense across the board. Their in-game IQ has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Maelstrom not giving it up here, even fighting to their last breath, even if they're down 3-0. They're still giving it their full go.
Yeah, fairly impressive push from them. Not surprising. Just like with point C on Eichenwald, not too surprising to see a lot of teams get held on point B, where a lot of offenses go to die. But now we're seeing this defense coming out from Maelstrom, and they will be going back to that Maelstrom special. It's going to be the Bastion bunker with the pharmacy.
Yeah, standard team comps here for Rialto on both sides. What will really change the fight here is the Bastion comp. Who will be able to outlast I-Field more? Which Bastion will be able to input enough damage to get the I-Field baited out for each team?
Absolutely. Often he who I-Fields first loses is the way this comp typically goes. We see Nowhere Mac once again getting really aggressive, maybe kind of feeling himself tonight with how he's been playing and how his team has been performing. Nova takes out their counterpart in the air. Iconic will go down. Are they going to be able to get that res? It doesn't look like it really matters because Triage goes down to Nowhere Mac, so they are going to res that Bastion. But now look at where the card is. Vitamin C are pushing up, and now Maelstrom, they're going to be forced to make a big rotation. But they are going to be able to kill Nova. The Orisa taking down the Pharah, and now Vitamin C, they're trying to get aggressive here, despite the fact that they have lost their Pharah. Even Sushi coming in with that pistol from the Mercy, getting the res, going unpunished. I feel being forced out on the side of Maelstrom, and the kills just keep coming in on the side of Vitamin C. Shimanzi wrapping up the fight with 2. Make it 3 on the Bastion.
That was a really good fight from the side of Vitamin C, with Nova distracting pharmacies, taking almost all pressure off the Bastion, and just able to get the pick on the other pharmacy. Even if he got picked by the Bastion, it was a great combo from Surfy and Nova Mac for the rock into a pull to get Bastion off high ground and kill him right away.
Yeah, simple misdirection coming out from the side of Vitamin C, but a big pick onto Nova. It started out with Iconic. They hit the cross river rocket shot onto Nova, and then Triage, all he had to do was just hit one shot on the body, and that's what he was able to do. And then Sushi's going to go down at the same time. So now Maelstrom, they're going to be able to halt Vitamin C here a little bit. They're going to be able to dig their heels in around this corner on this Orisa composition. Nova going down again to Triage. That is 2 big picks over and over. And then Iconic showing off his bar as well, getting 3 on the barrage. And Vitamin C, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board here, Tuna.
Yeah, Vitamin C's gonna have to reset. Probably have to swap up with the pharmacy after the barrage here, because Fair's just getting so much pressure from that Ashe. Definitely, I would recommend swapping off that Bastion too. They should probably swap to a hit scan of their own, more more like of a Ashe or McCree Widow type to deal with that pharmacy that's putting pressure along with the Ashe.
Absolutely triage. One of just the overall best DPS players we have in Harmony tier. Nova going down again. The fact that they are still on this Pharah is a little baffling to say the least here, Kuna. Now they're coming in, the tank configuration coming in from Chimanzi. They're going to try to swing the fight here. Big rock onto Mountainfall, and Chimanzi will follow it up with the tank shot. The Nova rocket's coming back in from the Pharah, and now they're going to combo the Sigma ultimate with it. Getting really aggressive coming in here. Novermac finding 2 to follow up. Novermac finding 3, excuse me. And now it's just going to be the Valkyrie Mercy trying to fly back to safety.
Jumanji with a huge pick through the bat ball after Bastional, and then Normac just coming with another hero play, probably like his 3rd big hero play of this match, just clutching it up for Vitamin C and finishing the fight off.
And now it's panic time for Maelstrom. Mountainfall coming in first, already getting that eat ability forced out of him, going down. Kills coming in for Vitamin C. Iconic will take out the Pharah in the air. That's really big, but Vitamin C, it doesn't matter. They have point control, they have the point presence, and they will clinch this series 4-0.
This is a decisive victory fight for Vitamin C, just proving to the rest of the league, or that's the community, that they are the best team and they will remain the best team in Harmony.
Absolutely. Until somebody puts a 1 on that loss column, in my mind, Vitamin C, #1 in Harmony right now. And after the showing here tonight, I don't see how that can really be debated. But Maelstrom playing a strong game themselves. I think it's just that they came off. They just weren't quite there in the first half. They've had a lot of strength in the second half. Their attacking rounds were very good. They were able to switch it up with their comps. They were able to counter that pharmacy very well from the side of Triage. And they definitely flashed a lot of strength themselves. Something that you would expect from such a high-tier team such as themselves, but just not enough to beat Vitamin C.
Yeah, just at the end of the day, Vitamin C, and more comp knowledge and more map knowledge and more in-game knowledge overall.
Absolutely, but thank you all so much for watching. This has been our wrap-up match for Week 12, Vitamin C versus Maelstrom. Vitamin C taking it 4-0. You can find me on Twitter at Joey Vila, 3 Ys. How about yourself, Kuna?
Kuno W at Twitter. Pretty self-explanatory on how to spell it.
And thank you all so much for watching. We will see you in the next feature match.